everyone, and my name is Eula, and today we're gonna read Wayside School is Falling Down story starting at chapter 14, Calvin's Big Decision. I think it's Calvin's birthday today, so let's see what happened from today in Calvin's birthday party. Now, alright, for read this one book with a lot of stories. Now here we go. And first we can read Wayside School is Falling Down, starting at Chapter 14, Calvin's Big Decision. It was Calvin's birthday. His mother made him chocolate cupcakes with jelly beans on the top. Mrs. just passed him out of the class. "Hey, Dana," said Liesel, "I'll trade you my black jelly bean for your red one." "Okay," said Dana. Everyone traded jelly beans. That was the most fun part of the party. Phoebe was very excited. "Tell everybody what you're getting for your birthday, Calvin," she asked. "I don't know," Calvin mumbled as he started at his yellow jelly bean. "He is getting the best present," said Phoebe. "What are you getting, Calvin?" said Mrs. Jules. Calvin frowned. "I don't know," he gripped. I know what it is, but I don't know what it is." "Huh?" said Jason. "See, I usually get toys," Calvin tried to explain, "but they always break or get lost or something happens to them. But this year I'm getting something I never lose. I'll have it for the rest of my life." "What is it?" said Terence. "A tattoo," said Calvin. "Ooh, how neat," exclaimed Marisha. Everyone thought it was a great present. "You're so lucky, Calvin," said Rondi. "I wish I get a tattoo too. Instead, I got a tutu." "Oh, I got tutu too," said Dana. "My parents don't let me get tattoo." Explained John. "My parents don't let me get one either," said Calvin. "Then, for my birthday, they said I could get one, but now I can't decide what to get. My dad's taking me to the tattoo parlor after school today. I can't make up my mind." "Get a snake," said Stappen. "No, get an eagle," said Dee Dee. "They're the best." "Get a dead rat," said Kathy. "I just don't know," said Calvin. "I never had to make such a dual decision. Nothing else I do matters very much. It's not like choosing jelly beans. If you pick the wrong color jelly bean, big deal. You can always split it out. But once you get a tattoo, you can't change your mind. You can erase tattoos. Whenever I get it, I will have it for the rest of my life." "Get a knack, lady," said Jason. Calvin shook his head. I just don't know." "Where are you going to put your tattoo?" asked Ellison. Calvin threw up his hands. "I don't know. You should put on his arm," said Myron. "That's the best place for tattoos." "You're crazy, Myron," said Todd. "Put it on your chest, Calvin." "I know where you should put it," said Dana, "but I can't say." She giggled like a magnet. Then she whispered in Jenny's ear. Jenny giggled too. All day everyone had a lot of suggestions for Calvin, and they told him what kind of tattoo he should get, and where he should put a rainbow on his forehead, a flower on his cheek, an angel on his arm. It's easy for others to make suggestions. They wouldn't have to live with it for the rest of their lives. "I just don't know," Calvin replied over and over again. Phoebe drew a lot of pictures for him in case he wanted to choose one of those. She drew lions, tigers, buffaloes, and butterflies. If you like one, I can draw it on your skin for you, asked Baby. Dan, the tattoo can make trees over it. I just don't know, said Calvin. After school, Calvin's father picked him up and drove him to the tattoo player. The next day, he walked into the class. Everybody stared at him. They couldn't see a tattoo. Did you get one, said Mauricia. Calvin smiled. Yep, he said. Where is it, said Jason. Dina gasped. I know where, she exclaimed. She and Jenny giggled. Well, what do you get? It was a really tough decision, said Calvin. I almost got a leopard fighting a snake, and then my dad told me to think about it. He said it was sort of like getting a second nose. You may think you want another nose because that way of nose getting stiff off. You can breathe out with another nose. Then he asked me, Calvin, do you really want two noses? Your father was very wise, said Mrs. Jules. Calvin nodded. That's made me think, he said. I decided I want a snake or a leopard fighting on my body for the rest of my life. I suddenly knew actually what I wanted. He pulled the left pant leg. There was a small tattoo just above his ankle. Everyone crowded around to look at it. A potato, exclaimed Lisa. How stupid. That's the worst tattoo in the world, said Mac. They all thought this was a dumb tattoo. Anything is better than potato, said Jason. It's a pretty potato, said Baby, trying to be nice. I wish I could draw potatoes that good. But even Baby thought it was a dumb tattoo. I like potatoes, said Calvin. I would hope so, said Mrs. Jules. Calvin could tell Mrs. Jules don't like tattoo either. I would have gotten an eagle, said Dee Dee, soaring across the sky. Not me, said Terence. I would have gotten a lion. I would have gotten a kangaroo, said Lisa. All the day everyone told Calvin that why have they gotten a fire-breathing dragon, a lightning bolt, a creature from outer space. None of them said they could have gotten potato, but Calvin knew it better. It knew it was easy for his friends to say what they would have gotten because they really hadn't had to choose. It was only one who really knew what it was picked tattoo. And even Mrs. Jules didn't know that. He looked at his potato. He smiled. It made him happy. It was sure he had made the right choice. And Liz was really pretty sure. Now the next chapter. Chapter 15. She's back. There is a drawing of the Mrs. Gorf, so it might be a very scary story. And if I had a lot of time to read all of this story, then I'm going to read all of this story for today. But it will be a very exciting story, so maybe tomorrow we can read this chapter. Now, Calvin have a potato tattoo, but everybody didn't like it. But that tattoo is quite nice too, because I like all of the tattoos. Now, did you have fun? You know, English Country, we come back with some these book, but not this story, because it might be a new chapter to read for tomorrow. Now, please don't leave my YouTube. Bye-bye, everyone.